All right, everyone keeps asking the same question these days. What's the big next interface? Is it AR? Is it VR? Glasses? Is it those chips in your head? Or is it just more screens glued to your face? I think the entire conversation sometimes is missing the point. The next interface, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a screen at all. I don't think screens were ever the goal, were they? They were just a workaround. I mean, we've been clicking for like 40 years because truthfully, computers couldn't do the most basic human thing. They couldn't really listen. They couldn't understand. They couldn't respond. And they definitely couldn't act. So instead of machines adapting to humans, we just did the opposite. We trained humans to think like machines, right? Menus, tabs, forms, dashboards, ideas like click here or no, not that, go back, wrong tab, whatever it was, didn't really feel like innovation. It felt more like friction with fonts that were somewhat pretty. And we had to accept it, right? Because we didn't have a choice. Is that era ending? Yeah, I think so. Not because screens are bad or evil, but because the conversation is finally good enough. And when people hear that and say, hey, voice is the future, they often think like voice commands, think like Alexa or yelling at your phone or maybe even a better Siri. But that's not what's happening. This isn't Alexa 2.0. This isn't like voice mode, but a little bit smarter. This is a new front door. And when the front door changes, everything behind it gets rebuilt. Now you can already see the pattern. Search is slowly turning into spoken answers, not the 10 blue links you and I are used to. Cars, they're becoming more conversational systems, not dashboards on wheels. Wearables they're being optimized for always on listening, not just like pixels. Startups are building apps first. They're building, agents. Why? Because the new mouse is your voice. And once this starts to really click, you guys, the implications are going to get interesting fast. Apps don't disappear because software goes away. The apps actually disappear because software stops asking users to operate it. Think about what an app actually is. It's kind of an instruction manual wrapped in UI. It exists to teach you how to get an outcome. That's really it. But when software understands intent and context and timing, the instruction manual becomes, well, frankly, kind of unnecessary. You don't need onboarding. You really need like tools, tips. You don't need like a 5-minute Loom video showing where to click. You just say what you want, and then the system figures out how. That's kind of what's happening. In a voice-first world, where do I click probably disappears. Dashboards, they go away, but they don't completely go away. They kind of move backstage. They're internal tools, not the product. The entire UX question, it kind of collapses into this one idea. Did it get the outcome? Yes or no? And that is where a lot of products probably are about to get wrecked. If your product requires users to learn like this interface, I don't know if you can be differentiated just by design. You're protected by friction. And a friction, that's kind of evaporating. Someone else is going to come along and wrap your entire product inside a conversational layer and make it usable without training. They probably won't beat you on features, but they'll beat you by removing you. Think about like that Star Trek, the old Star Trek. I don't think they predicted gadgets, right? It predicted like the interface, computer, do this. And it does it. No menus, no workflows, no onboarding docs, just intent to outcome. I think that's where this is going. So if you're building a product, you're selling software, you're even leading a team right now, there's a couple questions you probably should really be thinking about. Not what features do we ship next, but more this, like what is the first real workflow my customer should be able to say out loud? Not like click, not navigate, say. And if the answer is none, or that's not realistic yet, yeah, you might be behind. I don't know if this is a tech maturity problem anymore. I think it's becoming a mindset problem. Now, screens, they're not dying overnight, and they didn't die overnight, but they are becoming more optional. And once something becomes more optional, it becomes more invisible. I think that's starting to happen. Say what you want. The system does it. Everything else is legacy UI.